Have you ever wanted to start a conversation but hesitated, unsure of how to begin? Maybe you saw someone intriguing, a stranger, a friend, or even someone you admire, and wondered how to break the ice without it feeling forced or awkward. You're not alone. Most people fear rejection or judgment, but here's the truth. Talking with confidence isn't about saying the perfect thing. It's about being genuine, present, and adaptable. In this video, we'll explore modern techniques, deeply practical and grounded in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, to master every type of one-on-one interaction. Whether it's introducing yourself to someone new, reconnecting with an old friend, or simply engaging in a casual chat, these techniques will transform your conversations and your confidence. Stick with me, because the final chapter will reveal the ultimate Stoic principle that guarantees genuine connection. 1. Begin with warmth and simplicity. Starting a conversation doesn't require a grand opening line. It begins with your energy. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. Bring warmth into your interactions, not forced charm, but genuine openness. A simple, "Hi, how are you?" paired with a sincere smile can set the tone for a meaningful exchange. When talking to someone for the first time, your focus should be on creating comfort rather than impressing them. Pay attention to the setting. If they're reading, you might say, "That book looks interesting. What's it about?" If it's a friend, a warm, "Hey, it's been a while. How have you been?" can rekindle familiarity. Practice this approach daily by greeting cashiers, baristas, or co-workers with warmth, making eye contact, and adding a brief comment about the day. Over time, this builds ease in initiating conversations anywhere. 2. Be present and observant. One of the most underrated conversation skills is the ability to be fully present. Epictetus teaches us, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Before diving into a conversation, take a moment to observe the person's demeanor, surroundings, or mood. Noticing small details, like a unique accessory or their choice of drink, can inspire a natural starting point. For example, "That's a beautiful necklace. Does it have a special story?" Or, "You seem deep in thought. Everything okay?" Being observant shows care and attentiveness, qualities that immediately build trust. Spend a day actively observing people in public spaces. Notice their expressions, actions, and small details. Imagine how you'd start a conversation based on what you see. 3. Use open-ended questions to spark interest. A confident conversation is never one-sided. Asking open-ended questions encourages others to share more about themselves. Instead of asking, "Did you like the movie?" try, "What stood out to you about the movie?" The latter invites reflection and creates a richer dialogue. This works with strangers and familiar faces alike. For instance, if reconnecting with a friend, you might ask, "What's been the most exciting thing you've done recently?" Open-ended questions show genuine curiosity, making the other person feel valued and heard. Practice crafting open-ended questions for common scenarios, such as hobbies, recent events, or mutual interests. 4. Mirror their energy and language. People feel more comfortable when they sense a connection. Seneca said, "Treat your inferiors as you would be treated by your superiors." While we're all equals in Stoic thought, this principle encourages humility and adaptability. Mirroring someone's tone, pace, and energy creates subconscious rapport. If someone is quiet and reflective, match their calm demeanor. If they're animated and expressive, don't hold back your enthusiasm. The key is subtlety. Don't mimic, but align with their vibe. This makes conversations flow naturally, as if you're speaking the same unspoken language. In your next conversation, Consciously adjust your tone to match the other person's energy. Observe how this impacts the interaction. 5. Share stories that resonate. Conversations aren't just about exchanging facts, they're about creating shared experiences. When someone shares something personal, respond with a related story or thought, showing empathy and connection. For example, if someone talks about a recent trip, you might say, "I remember visiting a similar place. It was such an eye-opening experience." Stories create emotional bridges and help people feel understood. Stoicism reminds us to remain authentic, so focus on sharing genuine experiences rather than embellishments. Reflect on key moments in your life and think about how they relate to universal experiences like growth, challenges, or joy. 6. Embrace vulnerability with confidence. Many people avoid vulnerability out of fear, but vulnerability is what makes conversations real. Being open about your thoughts or feelings without oversharing creates a space for authenticity. For instance, if you're nervous, you might say, "I don't usually approach people, but you seemed interesting, so I thought I'd try." This level of honesty disarms the other person and shows self-assurance. As Stoics, we accept what is within our control, our actions and intentions. Sharing vulnerability with confidence reflects courage and self-awareness. Start small. Practice sharing one honest thought or feeling in your daily conversations. 7. Avoid judgment. Practice empathy. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is to withhold judgment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When speaking with others, focus on understanding rather than evaluating. If someone shares an opinion you don't agree with, ask questions to explore their perspective instead of challenging it outright. Empathy builds bridges, even in disagreement. This doesn't mean suppressing your views. It means prioritizing connection over conflict. The next time you disagree with someone, practice asking, "Why do you think that?" or "What led you to that conclusion?" 8. End every conversation on a positive note. How you leave a conversation is just as important as how you begin it. A confident goodbye leaves a lasting impression, whether it's a simple, "It was great talking to you, let's do this again soon," or "Thanks for sharing that story, it really made my day." Your closing words should affirm the connection. Stoicism teaches us to be grateful for every interaction, as each is an opportunity for growth. A strong ending ensures the other person feels appreciated and respected. Make a habit of expressing gratitude or leaving a positive comment at the end of every conversation. 9. Practice detachment from outcomes. One of the greatest obstacles to confident conversation is the fear of rejection or failure. Epictetus reminds us, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do." Not every conversation will go perfectly, and that's okay. The more you detach from the need for a specific result, be it impressing someone or making them like you, the freer and more natural your interactions will become. Confidence grows when you focus on being present rather than worrying about outcomes. Before initiating a conversation, remind yourself, "I will do my best, and the outcome is beyond my control." 10. Reflect and refine your approach. Stoicism values self-reflection as a tool for growth. After every meaningful conversation, take a moment to evaluate what went well and what could improve. Did you listen attentively? Were you genuine? This isn't about self-criticism, but about learning and evolving. As you practice, you'll notice patterns in what helps you connect with others and what doesn't. Over time, these insights will make every conversation feel effortless. keep a small journal where you jot down reflections from your interactions, focusing on lessons learned rather than mistakes made.